fresh fishing, and welcome to the retirement sessions. I'm Martin, or OMR, and today you join me at Kew Lake at Poolbridge Farm. I'm here for a 48-hour session. Basically, my wife is on holiday in Germany. She's gone over to see the outlaws with my daughter and granddaughter, and Jonathan and his family are on holiday in Portugal. So I'm left behind dog sitting Floyd at the moment, and I decided to, rather than dog sit Floyd at home, I thought I'd come and sit on the bank at Kew Lake and see what we do on a 48-hour session. I'm on peg 7 today. Last time I was on peg 4, so a little bit different, a little bit further round the corner, slightly different area. So we'll see how we do. Last time it was just over a month ago, sort of end of June, and I had a good session here, 3 in 24 hours. So I'm hoping to better what I do in 48 hours. We'll see how we go. As I say, Floyd's here. He's getting his head down as usual. I've had my rods in since 1 o'clock. It's now at 1:30. Had a couple of liners already, so there's some activity in the area. I'm taking things slowly because it's conditions are great actually. It's 20 degrees, sunny intervals, overcast, a little bit of breeze, so it's quite warm while you're doing things. So what I'm going to do in a moment is set the bivvy up and tidy up my swim so that things are shipshape. And what I'll do later on then is I will cover where my rigs are, what they are, and where I'm fishing them. So there we go. That's the intro. Talk to you later. Right, it's 3:15, and I just reset the rods. I took them out first and walked down to the cafe down at the other end of the car park. I forgot my drinking bottle with water in it. I've got water here, so it's no problem, but I thought I could walk down to the cafe and get a bottle of water, but it seems the cafe is closed and it's only open on the Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and I would have thought with all these free swimmers here and the place packed with campers that the cafe would be open. Anyway, that's not the point. I'm just going to go through now and tell you where exactly I've got my rods. Firstly, my left-hand rod, which is on a popped-up boilie, basically a bug hard hooker with half a pop-up on it, and that's on a blowback rig, just on a lead clip, and I've got that on to the left of my swim, is along where my the left of my swim extremity goes. To the right of that, there's a bar at about 35-40 yards, and I've got that on that particular bar there. So that's my left-hand rod. My centre rod, if you come along from the left-hand arc marker, you keep going along the bank, there is a hanging tree, bushy hanging tree on its own. You can't miss it. It's sort of 2/3 to the right of my swim, or no, centre of my swim, should I say, and about a rod length back off that, I've got my centre rod. On that, I've got a mega method feeder with bug pellet and a bug wafter, and then my right-hand rod. If you keep going right along the bank, there's another large bushy tree, a group of bushy trees, and to the right of those, there is a tree with red berries on it. There's a post with a white marker. That's my right hand swim marker, and again back off that 3/4 of rod length, and just slightly to the left of it, I've got a lead clip with a blowback rig, and that's just on a bug boilie, pure and simple bug boilie on the bottom. So yeah, that's the 3 rods. I'll show you the rigs when I get them out to reset them the next time, but they've been in probably 2.5 hours. As I say, I had a few liners, but nothing else yet. And that seems it for this side of the lake. There's a guy on peg 1 that's been here for 24 hours. He's had nothing yet, and 3 or 4 guys who are here just setting up from 12 o'clock today, the same as myself, and again they've had nothing yet. So we wait with bated breath, as it were. Hi everybody, I did say that of course Floyd was with me on this trip, and here he is. He's just been resting a bit, but he's awake now and ready to say hello to everybody on fresh fishing. Aren't you, Floyd? Yeah. He's my lucky charm, Floyd. So hopefully we'll get into some fish shortly, mate, eh? Yeah, we'll get into some fish, won't we? Yeah. Yeah, it's currently 4:30. Probably been going for about 3.5 hours. Three and a half hours, and I've had a couple of liners on my middle rod, the Mega Method feeder. That's it at the moment. Okay, it's dinner time, and we're having gammon steak, potatoes, sweet corn, and mixed vegetables. And I'm washing that down with a can of Winstable Bay Pale Ale, which we had in a box a few months ago, and I liked it, so I thought I'd have it. Okay, tea time. Right, 7:30. I've just reset the rods, and I've gone for a close, medium and far version of events. So I've gone for close left-hand rod, literally 2 or 3 feet forward of this willow, just to the left of in the margins. The far rod is back on the Mega Method feeder, is in the same area of that centre bushy tree, but I've gone right to the margin, within a couple of feet on the other side, because it drops off pretty quickly. I had the bailiff round, and he was telling me the features, etc., and so I've done that. And then for my right hand rod, I've gone into the next swim because there's nobody there. I saw a show in line with the very large tree, bushy one. There's a thin, smaller tree to the left of it. In line with that, halfway, basically, a show there. So I've gone with a yellow boilie with a bit of pop up on it, just to pop it up in that location. So we'll see how we do. And the margin rod here on the left is still on a hard hooker boilie, but I've gone for a yellow half pop up now to lift it off the deck slightly. Right, yeah, it's just coming up to 9 o'clock, and all quiet on the Western Front at the moment. Been quiet. It's just one of those days, I think. Rods are set for tonight. I'm hoping that I'm going to be woken up tonight and showing you a fish at least. It gets dark probably in about half an hour's time, so I'm going to retire to the bivvy shortly and read my book and watch the water until it's pitch black and I can't see it any longer. See where there's a bit of movement, and if I need to change things for tomorrow morning. So there we go. Quiet day one, but I've still got 30 odd, well, longer than that, 36 hours to go. So here's hoping. Morning all. Nothing overnight, unfortunately. I had a run at just after 10 o'clock, and when I got the fish into the tip of the rod, and I was to the foot of the swim, and I was negotiating how I was going to get it out, because it was only a small fish, and I discovered it was about a 2-pound catfish, which came off anyway, so there was no need to net it or scoop it out or whatever. Other than that, I had a couple of line bites, but yeah, very quiet at the moment. See if we can change that today, and we've still got another 29 hours to go, so hopefully we can change that, as I say. Let's see if we can do that. quick update. It's just after 12:30, and so I've got just under 24 hours left, and hopefully I can still get a couple of fish. It's been hard work. The next swim up to my left and the one beyond it had a couple of fish last night, but I think two each. So they're coming out, but I just need to be getting liners, and that's all. I've moved my rig slightly, moved two of them into the far margins and one in the mid-water. So we'll see how we go from there. Yeah, just after 3 o'clock, and I've just reset the rods. Still nothing yet. I've still got two rods, one on the extreme left of the swim, right next to the swim marker on the far bank, and then I've got one straight up the middle, basically, again on the far bank with the mega method feeder on it, and then I've got the right hand rod open water about halfway along the left extremity of the swim. Similar places with a slight tweak to where I've had them on and off over the past 24 plus hours, and not borne any fruit yet, but we've still got quite a few hours to go. Well, here's the first fish, and it's a monster roach. I don't know, probably 2 pound, 2.5 pound, quite a big roach. Apart from the catfish that escaped from me yesterday, that's all I've had so far. But at least it's a fish. Right, it's dinner time, and tonight we've got sirloin steak with all the trimmings. It's cooking away there, doing quite well. I'll just show you what it's looking like. There we go, ready to eat. Looking forward to this. There's my beer again, Winstable Bay. Looking forward to this, aren't we, Floydy? No? Right, we've had dinner, and give it another hour or so, and then I'm going to reset the rods for the night. I think I'm going to put two on the far margins and one just on a shelf up the middle, in open water. But it's quite a good shelf apparently, and could get a bite off there. So I'll do that shortly. We're just relaxing after dinner, aren't we, Floyd? Yeah, we are, aren't we? Relaxing after dinner, aren't we? Yeah. You're a good boy, aren't you? And hopefully we can get a fish tonight. Right, yeah, it's 9:10, and starting to come dark, and the lake is fizzing in front of me, basically. There's no wind, and you can see every ripple, so hopefully it'll be a good night, and hopefully I will be waking to show you something on the bank tonight. We can only hope. We've got basically 15 hours left, so let's see how we go. Good night, all. Morning, everyone. It's just after 7:30, and you guessed it, I've had nothing overnight. Loads of liners or aborted runs. Quite a few actually. One started at about 11 o'clock and went on for ages. Whether they were picking up and dropping, I don't know. But there we go. So I've got just over 4 hours now before I'm off to try and get a carp on the bank, having had just a little roach. So that's how we stand. That's how we do. Breakfast: cheese and ham toasty, ready made from Aldi. They're not bad actually. Had one yesterday as well. So yeah, they're quite good for breakfast. Not bad at all. Right, 11:45, and we're all packed up. Me and Floyd ready to go back to the car. Aren't we, Floyd? We're ready to go back to the car, aren't we? Yep. So yeah, I'll summarise the session when I get back to the car. Right, here we are back in the car, all packed up. It's absolutely boiling here. It's about 26, 27, and absolutely boiling, packing everything up. So there we go. Not a particularly good session at Kew Lake in the last 48 for me. Just the one little roach and a catfish, which a really small catfish, which came off at the rod tip basically. Nothing else. I had carp all over my swim, but I just couldn't get them interested. I think others overnight last night, 1 or 2 fish came out, and I think the most that that anybody got was 3 fish in 48 hours, which here on Kew Lake is not particularly good. It's normally got a better reputation than that. So I don't know what it was. Just one of those things. Still enjoyed it. Me and Floyd had a great time, and we're going to head off back home now. I don't know when I'll be out next, either a day session or an overnight session on the retirement sessions, but I'll be out shortly on Sunday on Tees Valley with Johnny and my grandson Caleb. He's doing his first overnighter, so we'll see how that goes. We're on Yarm Lake at Tees Valley. So there we go. Not particularly good. I'm sweating my head off, so I'm gonna close it here and get the air conditioning on. Please take care, everybody, and I'll see you on the bank in the next couple of weeks. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like. If you don't already, hit that subscribe button and click the alarm bell to get notifications.